morning I am in the city of Mirbat. I'm going to be going to the old neighborhood and sort of look around some of the older buildings to see what we can get. Today I'm going to focus on just one section of the old neighborhood. It's worth many more trips to come back, maybe in different weather, to sort of see what the neighborhood has to offer. Today I have my Nikon F3. This is a new camera for me. I picked this up not too long ago, a month and a half ago, when I was back home in Tucson, Arizona. So thank you to Lee Walker and Monument Camera for this absolute beauty. 2 rolls of film, depending on what the weather was going to be like. I think the 200 is going to be a bit slow, so I will be loading the Ilford HP5 Plus 400 just to get a little bit more speed. No tripod today. I'm going to be hand holding all my shots, so a little extra speed will be helpful. So with that, let's get into the neighborhood. First stop this morning will be this old fort behind me. This would be much better if I had a wider lens. 50 millimeter is all right. I can get the tower if I'm doing portrait orientation. I tend to always prefer the landscape orientation. Oh, I'll do portrait, try and get the tower. And I'll shoot this in landscape. I won't get the whole top of the tower, but I'll get all of the walls here in this geometry. It was good to come in, but we'll get those 2 photographs from the top, and I think that's going to be it. Let's head out and move to the next parts, the old market and the old customs house. All right, so we're down by the coast. Hopefully you can hear the waves. And right behind me is the old customs house of Mirbat. Let's go take a look, see what we can see. We have a cat who does not want to come out and play. I don't know, I think there's something right in here in that frame. Oh, this might work. Possibly. 50 millimeter lens might be a little tight, but I'll see what I can do maybe from this angle right here. All right, so I was lining up the shots along that wall, and as I was doing it, the cat got a little curious and decided to come out and say hi. So I was able to get the shots with just the cat peeking around the corner. So hopefully it comes out great. We'll see. Next stop, the old market. You can only imagine the sound and the vibrancy of this market back in its day. Although there's a lot of decay of the structures, you can sort of still see how these shops were used. I don't want to get too far in this one, the ceiling coming down, but you can still sort of read the story in some of these spaces. It's a beautiful old door. It looks like I just sort of pieced it together though from other parts and recycled it, put it back together. Let's see if I can get a photo, some parts of that door. That's beautiful. So there's a little bit of corrosion right here I don't want to touch. That's giving it sort of 3-dimension coming off the board plus that. So I'm going to focus on that point right there. Got it. Just walk out of the old market and just heading in a little bit away from the coast, and there's a little bit more to explore over here. This will sort of be the last section of the old town that I'm going to walk into, just to get a look and see. This is burnt out by fire. You can see extensive fire damage. So I'm not, of course, going to try and go anywhere inside that. That would be a bad idea. But we'll sort of walk around this area here and see if there's anything interesting. Today, this is going to be the end of the line. Found some nice pictures, I think. Some interesting stuff I haven't seen before, and just walk around this around the coast, around the mosque. Just take a quick peek behind me, just a little bit better. And on the way out, I'm going to stop by that first fort again and do some exterior photos while I can. So with that, I'm just going to poke in here and then head out.